Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Isle of Dogs. Now, as you know, Isle of Dogs was directed and produced and screenplayed by Wes Anderson, the same guy who made the Roald Dahl story, The Fantastic Mr. Fox, as a kind of animated film. So with Isle of Dogs, it's something interesting. It takes a new construct and brings it into a new environment. So the premise of the film is mainly takes place 20 years in the future, where dogs have now got this illness, and Mayor Kenji Kabayashi has them all the dogs in Japan stationed and sent off to a remote island known as Trash Island. So at the same time with the dogs, we see their personalities, what they are, and what they're meant to be. Now, we're also introduced to the main character, who's the main dog, Keith. Now, with Keith, I can actually relate to his character because when I was younger, I was a bit more hot-headed, temperamental, and he has his reasons of not wanting to trust humans and believes he should be his own person. Well, the other dogs, Rex, King, Boss, and Duke, are mainly just the side characters that go along with him on the kind of journey that he's on. So, when we're introduced to Hattori, who is Mayor Kabayashi's nephew, we don't know much about him as much, but what we know is that he lost his parents, so his uncle took him in, and is actually looking for his dog Spots. And there's more truth about Spots that we know, and at the same time, Atari and Keith do bond over time, and it's almost like a friend being opened up to a new person. Now, what's interesting is that we've also got a character voiced by Scarlett Johansson called Nutmeg, who is basically the female dog, but she doesn't go with Chief or Atari on the journey. And I think that would have been better, as it would have had her, bringing up her own personal reasons to Chief, trying to talk about it, and so on. So, meanwhile, with Japan, we've also got Tracy Walker, who is basically a foreign exchange student, who her and her classmates are trying to find out more about what's been going on with Kabayashi's plans and all that. And also, given the fact that with the film itself, it does a great job with its animation, and also does a fantastic job in working with some of the characters. Most of the dogs have different traits, and I think the one they do well with is definitely Keith's character. But I kind of felt with Rex, King, Boss, and Duke, they're just there as side characters, and I feel Nutmeg could have been a great character to have been with Keith and Atari to go on that journey. Now, two nitpicks would have to be that when the characters are speaking Japanese, we have this kind of translator who's translating some of the dialogue. I would have liked to have seen subtitles and would like to know what they were saying. And at the same time, I kind of wish with Atari's character there could have been more of a build-up that could have had him go to the Isle of Dogs beforehand. Because having him go all the way, because in the opening we do see him in the audience, but we don't have a kind of motivation, a build-up, or a kind of emotional moment. But no. I do admit the film is definitely not bad. I think with Bryan Cranston does a good job for Keith, and I think at the same time there's a lot of familiar voice casts. Now, I personally would like to see Wes Anderson do a kind of Wonder Woman film with his kind of puppets and scenery and all that. I think it would be pretty interesting to see him take Wonder Woman into his world. I think it worked with the Lego Batman movie, and I would personally like to see it do with Wonder Woman. So in my opinion, Isle of Dogs leaves an important message to treat dogs with respect, and that dogs are people too. And at the same time, it's definitely a good film, so it deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.